Yo, Wagwan, hope you're having a great day. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to record the final version of your song. We're going to be walking you through, what you actually have to record, which parts you should be recording, and just walking you through the list so you get everything right. And I'm going to be walking you through how I recorded those parts for this song Hill. Remember, you can go to jcarterray.com/Spotify and check this song out. But yeah, if you don't know who I am, I'm J Carter Ray from jcarterray.com, teaching you how to be better at music, online business, and online marketing. This is the #1 spot for musicians and creatives that don't want to be starving artists. So if that sounds like you, click on that subscribe button and check out the rest of the content on the channel. But let's get away from this. This is still part of my series on how to make a song at home. So if you ain't checked out the rest of the videos in the series, definitely go and do that before you watch this video, because there's a lot of stuff leading you here and you probably want to see how this was done, how to create the beat, how to get the vocal melody, how to create the draft of the song and get to this correct version of the final vocal and basically get to where we're at now. So I've had to turn off the effects for my double vocal right and double vocal left. Let's actually move them next to each other. There we go. And basically this does not need effects, so I should have turned it off ages ago. But when we actually go to the chorus, then I can turn off the ad-lib effects. The reason why these effects are just pushing everything way over the limit is because I'm using a plugin called Vocal Synth. I can bring this up so I can show you what I'm doing with the ad-libs real quick. I'm basically using auto-tune, then we got Maximus de-essing, then we got Sound Goodizer on, I think it's A or something, I don't know. And then we got Vocal Synth 2, and then we got W1 limiter. Yo, I'm Jay from the future, and I've got some good news and some bad news. Now the bad news is, while recording this video, my CPU was just way out of hand, so it basically kicked my vocals and my video out of sync. I've tried to sync it up and whatnot, but it's just happened so many times, and because in the video I can hardly see my mouth, I just can't sync it up. So for the rest of the video, you're not going to see my face. That might be bad news to you, that might be good news. The good news is most of the information hasn't been cut out or anything like that. Most of the information is still pretty much fine, so the video is pretty much fine. Where I've just cut, that's where all the stuff started to happen. And at that point, I was talking about, vocal synth, why I was using vocal synth. The main reason why I decided to try out vocal synth and to apply it to this track is because I tried to sing the chorus and, sing it multiple times so that I could pan it left and pan it right, like I like to do when I'm recording my songs. But it just wasn't working out. I just couldn't, for the life of me, sing that chorus again. My vocals was not doing it. But with vocal synth, you can set it up so that it connects to another track and takes the melody from that track. So I've set it up so it took the audio melody from the original vocal line of the chorus, and I applied that to the other two vocal melodies. But I also did a quick brief overview of vocal synth, which obviously I realized I can't do that in this video because the CPU just goes wild. But in future videos, I'll actually go super deep into vocal synth, so just stick around and check out that video when it comes out. I'm going to send you back to the video so you can see how to record the final version of your song. And yeah, so we've got the main vocal recording, which I believe I have consolidated. So I had a bunch of vocal recordings, just different pieces going down, and I bunched them all together, and then I selected them all, pressed Control-Alt-C and turned them into one vocal recording, so it was just easier and everything was on the same track. Between them, I had to cut out the air and all that sort of stuff. With FL Studio, it doesn't have an auto thing to do that, unfortunately. Unlike other DAWs, they really need to get that in here to make this good for vocal recording and whatnot. But basically I just had to use the shift button and just cut everything where it needed to be cut to get rid of the air and all that sort of stuff. But the gate also does help. But I consolidated everything without effects. Make sure there are no effects on the raw audio. You never want to put effects on the raw audio because you might want to change the settings down the line. It's very dangerous to put effects on the raw audio, so I would not do that. That's when I'm talking about raw audio, I'm talking about raw vocal audio, so keep that in mind. Then we've got the ad-libs. These ad-libs are on the wrong channel. These should be on this channel, but if I move it past this channel, it's gonna go in the delay channel because I changed this so that it was grouped with the delay track, so that everything that I put on here just had a delay. I'll go into that in a second, but basically we've got ad-libs moving through the entire track, and then we've got the delays, which is basically just certain words that I wanted to get a bit of delay. I've added those. And then we've got the left and right part of the chorus. So you've got the chorus left and chorus right. So not many tracks. I'll try to keep it as simple as possible. We actually do have an additional track in the final mixing stages, and I do believe I did change around what was going on with the delays. I think I delayed the delays even more. I consolidated this down and then doubled the delays by sending it to the send again, but that's in the mixing track, which I'll show you in the next video. But basically these are the basics, isn't it? We just got the basic audio pieces. Sometimes you might want to do more channels for left and right and different harmonies for the chorus, but I really just wanted to keep this as simple as possible as my first song back and to just make things work. So let's go through the elements. Let me just play up until the chorus starts. So let's go about there basically. Did I turn off the beat? Okay.
Got a small place, safe for you in my head. Loving you is too taxing, too expensive. Maybe we'd be better off as friends instead. Or is that a lie we tell ourselves so this won't end quick?
Okay, sorry,
We got
but system's totally dying. Maybe I can... Okay, I can just play the ad-libs by themselves without everything else said. And it's not too crackly, but this is like the vocal synth stuff. It's way lower in the final mix, but the whole point is to just add ambiance and to back up the main vocals. Could keep on going on, but I don't think it's necessary. I do like this last part though. We'll listen to that and then we're done. Okay, so we've got that. The delays are just of like certain words. So tell me how you make me feel. You got a good thing going on, so please don't change the deal. Living in your own reality won't make it real. Is it me or just my sanity you're trying to kill? So I missed that roll and you kill. Then we got back and this build up section, and then I think we delayed hill and all that sort of stuff. So let me kind of explain what's going on in these different tracks. So with the ad-libs, we'll get more into mixing in the next track, but I don't want to get too deep into mixing because I believe I can teach you just more things later on. We just basically got vocal synths, sound goodizer, and auto-tune pro. I believe I've got EQ on it when I actually went to the mix, and it's just way lower in there. So with the main vocals, I've already gone through that. With the delay send, we just used free delay. We've got nectar and everything that we've got on the normal vocal chain, we've got that on the delay. But honestly, what I could have done was, or what I did do eventually, was I just consolidated everything, and then you can basically consolidate everything with the effects and then send that to the delay. So we've got all these words that we want to be delayed, so we could consolidate that on the original main vocal track and then send it to the delay and just turn off all the other effects and make it just the delay effect, and then we've just got a delay. So that's how you do that. You have to cut the actual word. These are cuttings of the actual words. I didn't use any fancy plugins. I just went in there and used shift and cut, and then used alt to move things exactly where I wanted it to be. Ooh, everything's big. A lot of stuff that should not be playing that sounds super whack, but basically there's just too much going on here. My computer cannot handle me showing you this, so I've got to be as, you know, as straightforward as possible. Let me see if I can turn off the ad-lib stuff and get the doubles up and running so you can kind of hear what's going on there. So we got double left and double right, which is basically me just singing the song again, but singing it terribly. So it's me singing the chorus again. I'm just gonna do no beat, so it's, even that's too much.
Loving you is like a hill. Yeah.
So let me
Every
start
time I run up, I fall back for real. Loving you is like a hill. Yeah. Every time I run up, I fall back for real. Yeah. When the sun is up, I'm in the shade. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Promise that you'll change and never change. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Why is this
Loving you is like a hill. Yeah, yeah. Every time I fall back for real. When the sun is up,
I don't know what happened. My bad. No. One half was going to the delay send. And that happened because I tried to move something down and it hit this channel and became linked to that channel, and I forgot that I recorded these two parts in two different sections. It's not one thing. So I recorded the first half of the chorus as one double, and I did it for the left and I did it for the right, and then I did it again for the second half. And basically you just turn that full left, full right, and just turn it down, you know, give it some reverb. Or bust everything to the same, and yeah, it's basically, you know, just going through vocal synth and got some EQ after and got a limiter and some auto tune before, and you know, Maximus and Sound Goodizer, but those settings aren't super important. That just basically changes the tone and whatnot. So I believe I've basically walked through everything that's necessary here. Main vocals, already showed you that. Delays and ad-libs. And I don't know if this is supposed to be included. I don't remember. Maybe that is. Yeah, probably is. So that's just, you know, extra stuff. So if I had an ad-lib and I was like, okay, I need to add something else because I want this to go here, because that ad-lib wasn't good enough, so I'll cut it out and then I'll just record something else and just move it to the ad-lib channel. So that's recording the final vocals. We didn't go too over the top. We didn't add 70 different harmonies. We just kept it simple, consolidated it down as clean as possible, got the best parts of each take basically. But honestly, after you record all those skeletons, you should be able to just get a very good take. You should be able to record your vocals pretty well at that point after you've recorded it so many times and listened to it again and again and again. At that point, I was able to do like the first four, just record it by 4-bar instances, depending on, you know, where the vocals were moving, because sometimes it was just moving too much for me. I had to record it line by line. But then, you know, you consolidate everything, create the doubles for the chorus, create the ad-libs for everything else. And then we move to the mixing stage, and then in the mixing stage I actually recorded some other things because I listened back to the song and I was like, I want that over there. I did think about adding doubles to the verses and it just didn't seem right, so I didn't do it. So that's that. And question of the day, I have forgotten to add that at the beginning of this video again. But my question of the day is, have you listened to the full version of the song? Remember, go to jcartray.com/Spotify. Let me know in the comment section down below. If you got any other questions or any other tutorials you want me to make, let me know in the comment section down below. If you got any questions you want me to get deeper into, you know, recording the final version of your song, you want me to show you how to do certain things, let me know. That's what this whole playlist is about. It's just to show you an overview so you can let me know exactly what's super important and what I need to get in depth in and make specific videos on that. So let me know in that comment section. Let me know. I've said that like 25 times right about now. But in the next video you'll learn about how to mix your song, how I went about mixing my song in this How to Make a Song series. And remember, in the description you'll find a link to 5 free beats, to free loops, and to a bunch of great stuff. So definitely check that out. I'll see you in the next video where you'll learn more about music, online business, and online marketing. Peace out.